internet, Resonant Healthcare TV. My name is Dr. Godwin, naturopathic hematologist. I'm here to talk to us today about understanding the blood group types or understanding blood group and their formation. Today we'll be talking about something that is so unique and so wonderful. In this our lessons today, we'll be talking about how blood groups are formed and the benefit of blood group to humanity in treatment, in blood transfusion, and so many other areas. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about understanding blood groups and their formation. You know that blood is a very vital fluid in the human body and is responsible for transporting oxygen, nutrient, and waste products. So blood in you, like they said, the life of every living being is in the blood. So one of the most crucial characteristics of blood is its grouping them into different blood groups, which plays a crucial role in transfusion, like I said before, organ transplant, pregnancy, medical diagnosis, and in this, we're going to talk about more in this channel, eating according to your blood type, and treatment according to your blood type, understanding what it is. So like I said, that blood groups are determined by specific molecule called antigen. As we go, we'll be able to talk more about this antigen so that you can understand what antigen really means. But blood groups are determined by them. And these antigens are found on the surface of the red blood cells. They are found on the surface of the red blood cells and the presence of certain antibody in the plasma. These are two vital things we need to know. That when we want to group blood group, we want to bring them into groups, there are things that play a more vital role there. That is the antigen and the antibody. So in this, our lesson, we'll be talking about antigen and antibody. Both in the subsequent lesson, you will be able to understand what it means. Why it is very important, because each blood group has different antibody and antigen, the way they react and the way they behave. So there are two major blood grouping systems. Number one, we call it the ABO blood grouping system. The ABO blood grouping system. And number two, we'll talk about the rhesus blood grouping system. The rhesus blood grouping system. We'll talk about them. So let's go ahead as we break them down. Now, we're going to break them down, like I said to us before. Now, one, the ABO blood grouping system. The ABO blood grouping system is a system of blood grouping which was, first of all, discovered by a man called Karl Landsteiner in 1901. Karl Landsteiner discovered this ABO blood grouping system in 1901. It is based on the presence or absence of antigen, two antigen, either A or B antigen in the blood surface, the red blood cell. So at the time we begin to talk about the formation and how this antigen play a vital role in our blood formation, you'll be able to know why it's grouped in that way. Which antigens are found in certain blood that makes them what they are. Is that okay? Like I said, this blood grouping in the AOB system, there are four main blood groups in that system, four main blood groups. The four main blood group in that system will be able to tell you the four main blood group. Now, there's blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. Now, if you check it, which of the antigens are found in blood group A? A antigen. Because of that A antigen that they found in blood group A, that makes it A. Then, which of the antigens are found in blood group B? B antigens. AB blood group, which of the antigens are found in AB blood group? A and B. But in O blood type or blood group, none of the antigens are found there. There is no antigen. But you can only find antibodies The antibodies anti-A and anti-B is found in O positive. Now, why AB has no antibodies and B has antibody A in B, and why a blood group A has antibody B? That is the antibody. So this antibody we're talking about is what that helps you also in your body system to fight against the antigens, which are some of them, we call them invaders. Some of those infections is the antibodies in the plasma that help you fight them. Let's go ahead and talk about the formation of AOB blood group, which we call the genetic medicine in genetics. How are these blood formed? Each and every one of us should be able to understand how are these blood formed so that we can be able to take advantage of what we can get from the formation of this blood and how these things can be treated properly. Now, the blood groups are inherited from parents. You inherit them from your parents. How are they inherited? And are determined by single gene which with 3 alleles. These 3 alleles, I will explain the alleles to us. One single gene from any of these alleles forms the blood group. That means you get from your father, you get from your mother, information of the blood. Now let's see. Where are the alleles? Each person inherits one allele from each parent. One allele from each parent. Now, the alleles are IA, IB, and I. These are 3 alleles. Fine. Why IA and IB are co-dominant? Both express when they are present. They are co-dominant. When 2 of them come together, the blood group are formed. But in the parents, you can get one from here, get one from here. But why the I is what we call recessive, only expressed when paired with another I allele. Now, for instance, your mother is IA, your father is IA. There's every tendency that I alleles from your mother, I alleles from your father will come together, and when this I come together, it becomes O positive blood group. But when I comes from your mother, B comes from your father, it becomes B positive blood group. Then when I comes from your father and A comes from your mother, it becomes A positive blood group. That is how these alleles forms the blood groups. Remember I told you, I said IA and IB are dominant. That means they are always present, but I is recessive. It has to require another I for it to be formed. That's most of the times you can see a father and a mother, they have this I, IB, IB at the same time, and the children, you will see some having I. That is O positive. So let's go ahead and see what it is. Now, the alleles IA, IB, and I, like I said. Now, the genotype is IA, or IAII. That is the genotype for A blood group. Then when it comes to the genotype of B group is IBIB or IBI. The genotype for group. But when it comes to AB, you have IAIB. That is AB blood group. That is the group I belong to. Then you have one they call II. That is O blood group. That is where the alleles are. The blood group are formed from your parents. So you have to get one of these things from your parents for your blood group to be able to be formed. Let's go ahead. Now, the second one is what we call the RH blood group system. RH, that's the rhesus. The rhesus system is another significant classification. The most important antigen in the system is the D antigen. The D antigen. Now, what does that signify? In the rhesus blood system, the D antigen is there. When the D antigen is there, then the rhesus blood type, when you have the rhesus positive, that is one positive, the presence of the D antigen in the surface of the red blood cell, it becomes positive. Now, that is where you have this rhesus system is what I make blood, either positive or negative. You hear some people talking about O positive, is because there is presence of the D antigen in the surface of the red blood cell. Now, when they say I am O negative, that means there is no D rhesus D antigen in that blood cell. That makes it different. That makes it the O negative. If you see somebody like me that is AB positive, that means there is a presence of this rhesus D in the blood system in the surface of my red blood cells. That is why it is formed like that. Then, when RH, which is the rhesus, is negative, lacking in antigen, the antigen is lacking, the blood become automatically negative. A person with A antigen and D antigen become A positive. A person with O blood type and no antigen become O negative. Formation of rhesus blood system, formation of red blood system in the type is called genetics. Formation of rhesus blood type is called genetics. Now, the rhesus factor is inherited from parents also. Every parent has this rhesus factor, either present or absent. So you as a person, you inherit either the positive rhesus system or the negative rhesus system from your parents. How is that one? If a person inherits at least one positive alleles, D antigen, they become positive. But if there is only one alleles, which is negative, the person becomes negative. Or if the parents has negative, it becomes negative. That's why you see some of them like that. So let's go ahead. Now, importance of blood grouping. Why is blood group important? Number one, for transfusion. Blood grouping is very important for transfusion because sometimes blood transfusion must be compatible to avoid what we call immune reactions. Sometimes you see some people, they give them blood. As they just collect blood, you see them shaking before they know that because the blood was not compatible. So, for you that are hearing me, if you want to do any blood transfusion for your brother, for your children, make sure they're compatible. For example, group O blood, especially negative, is universal donor. That means it can give to the other blood group. While AB is universal recipient. It receives from every other one. Now let's see. Donor blood group. O negative give to all blood groups. A can donate to A or A and AB blood group. B can donate to B and AB blood group. While AB can only give to AB. It does not give to any other one. But AB blood group can receive from all blood group. That's what I want you to understand. So it is very important for blood transfusion. Now, importance of blood group continues. Now, for pregnancy. For instance, when a pregnancy and RH factor, and a negative mother, a negative RH mother carrying a positive fetus can develop what we call antibodies against the RH antigen, causing what we call hemolytic disease of the newborn baby in future pregnancy. That means it's not compatible. What do they do? There is a vaccine which can be given. This is prevented with what we call RNO D vaccine globulin injection. D vaccine globulin injection. By giving this injection, you can now change that so that the babies will not be affected. Another thing is that we use blood grouping for what we call medical and forensic use. Blood type is used in what? Paternity tests, the DNA you do, criminal scenes investigation, organ transplant matching. You use them, the blood group. That's why today we are talking about the blood group and how they can benefit you. Now, there are also another type of blood group which are rare. Red blood type and what we call subtype. Now, there's what we call Bombay blood group, HH or HO. Like A and B and H antigen, even red than O blood group. Cannot receive blood from O group despite similarities. This bomber blood group cannot receive blood group. We also have other blood group There are over 30 recognized blood group system beyond ABO and ROH. Expressions. Example include Kell, Kell, Duffy, Kilt, Laterian, Lewis, etc. These are relevant in advanced transfusion medicine and genetics. They are very important. You know them. So, as we go on, the difference between antigens and what? Antibody. I told you that we are going to talk about the difference between antigens and antibody. Many people don't understand. When they talk about antigen, even most people in the medical setting don't really understand it. What really is antigen? Note, in the what we call in the immunology, when you study immune system, antigen is a molecule that triggers an immune response. They trigger immune response in the body. While an antibody is a protein produced by the immune system to neutralize or eliminate that antigen. Think of antigen as what? As the invader antigen come to carry. Like a hawk that come to carry the chicken. Then antibody as the defender of the body, like the mother hen that flew after the hawk, that make the hawk to live like that. Okay, let's go. In detail, we'll show you more detailed explanation here. Antigen. Now, number one, antigens are foreign substances that can be recognized by the immune system. There are foreign substances that can be recognized by the immune system in the body system. And these are some of the things that affect the immune system. That's why in this channel, as we talk about eating according to your blood type, treatment according to your blood type, we talk about many other things. Nigerian food according to blood type, Nigerian disease according to blood type, swallow according to your blood type. You'll see the ones that build up this antigen in the blood system and you get it. Number two, they can be found on the surface of bacteria, virus, fungi, and other toxins. That is where antigen can be found. That is what they use to determine the kind of diseases you are carrying. That is in your body. Number three, essentially anything that the immune system identifies as non-self can be considered as antigen. Immune system see that in the body system as not the one he brought in. It can be seen as an antigen. An antigen triggers the production of antibody and activates other immune cells. It's not too bad. It's not just completely bad. It helps also to activate the production of the antibody. Let's see. Now we're talking about antibodies. What are antibodies? Antibodies are proteins produced by specialized white blood cells called B cells. The B cells produce this in the plasma. They produce it to help to fight the body system. It's a defense mechanism in the body system. So the antibodies, you need them, my brother. You need them, my sister. And that's why in this channel, we're going to be talking about the foods that can help you to produce more antibody than antigens. Let's go. They are designed to bind to certain antigens, like a key fitting into the padlock. They bind them like a key fitting into the padlock. At the same time, they allow them to be thrown out of the body system. This binding helps the immune system neutralize or eliminate the antigen either directly or by signaling other immune cells. It can call for help. Antibody calls for help. Come on, we have something that is here that needs to be removed from our system. If not, there will be a problem. That is how that can work. There are different types of antibody, each with its own role in the immune system. In essence, the interaction between antigen and antibody is a crucial part of the body defense system against disease. So the interaction, they work hand in hand. They work hand in hand. Why the antigen identify the sickness, the antibody go there to bring them out. Thank you. Now let's see the similarity, the summary table of it. Now the system AOB. Now the blood group in that place, the ABO is A, B, AB, and O. That is that. The antigen present A or B. The antibody present is anti-A and anti-B. Then the genetics alleles is IA, IB, and IR. Then when it comes to the residue system of the blood formation, when it comes to the blood group, we have what we call residue positive or residue negative. The antigen present there is D if it's positive. Then the antibody is present there is anti-D if it's negative. or exposed. Then the genetics allele there is D, Rh positive, which is dominant. Now, in conclusion, today in the understanding your blood group and their formation, in conclusion, understanding blood group is fundamental in medicine and genetics, and also in eating according to your blood group. The ABO and ROH system from the basic for safe transfusion, transplantation, and parental care. Inherited genetically, blood groups also provide insight into human ancestries and population genetics. The complexity increase with the illusion of rare subtype and other antigen system, underscoring the importance of detailed blood typing in a clinical setting. That's what it does in clinical settings. We need to know this person's blood group. Now, let me bring you, for example, in blood grouping. Why is it important in blood grouping? Why we talk about blood group? Because we come to understand that people's behavioral system are different based on blood group. It's like when you have something that is meant for blood group O and give it to blood group A, it's like you putting diesel in a gasoline engine. It doesn't work well. So thank you very much. I want to say thank you for joining us on this lesson. We'll see you in our next lesson. I remember your Homes Web representative, Dr. Godwin Ogoabia, naturopathic hematologist. Thank you and God bless you. See you in our next edition.